Right now, Rachel Zegler is not happy, and South Park just made everything worse. The iconic show didn't hold back, roasting Disney's latest Snow White remake in its newest episode. From calling out the film's woke rewrite to joking that movies like this should be pulled from theaters altogether, South Park went in. And that's only part of the story. Chaos reigns. So what about Rachel? She's walking out, again. And if you thought her previous outbursts were dramatic, buckle up. This one's different. Let's break down exactly what South Park exposed, and why people think Disney is finally getting what it deserves. As of April 1st, this train wreck of a release is still on fire. Disney's latest earnings are in, and it's official, things are getting worse. Not only did Rachel Zegler's over-the-top ego and non-stop woke warrior speeches fall flat, they may have single-handedly cursed Snow White with box office disaster. Rather than reviving a beloved classic, she handed Disney a poisoned apple. The sleeping giant barely stirred, even as Rachel tried to revive it with her supposed star power. Still, Rachel showed up to opening night with her crew, Ilda, Jorge, Remy, and Maria, ready to act like it was the Oscars. Big grins, popcorn in hand, and treating it like her moment. Ilda hyped her up on Instagram like it was the finals of a high school talent show. But when they arrived, the theater was a ghost town. They pivoted to TikTok. In the skit, Rachel walks up to the Regal counter and asks for 2 tickets. For which movie? The confused employee asks. She proudly flashes her Snow White merch like it's a backstage pass, as if the worker should obviously recognize her. Because, of course, Rachel Zegler is in the building. Who else would they be coming to see? The clip cuts to their custom popcorn buckets and matching cups, all covered in Snow White branding. Her team poses like it's the red carpet, laughing, posing, soaking up their moment. This was clearly meant to be a look at me now viral win. But instead of going viral, it went awkward. Really awkward. What was supposed to radiate main character energy ended up screaming, "Please laugh with me, not at me." It backfired, hard. Social media lit up. On X, formerly Twitter, the video is being clowned as a perfect example of someone who truly believed they'd outshine the original, but fell way short. Rachel is shown holding a bouquet in a nearly empty theater, like she just won an Oscar. But let's be honest, the flowers were probably a pity gift. Remember when she once said, "People will line up to see my films despite my flaws?" Well, turns out the only line that formed was online, to roast her. And roast her they did. Even Sean Ono Lennon, son of John Lennon, jumped in on March 31st via Yahoo, calling her a disconnected brat. He essentially said no one should be surprised the movie bombed. Sure, The Hunger Games contributed heavily to her $700 million career box office, but this was her second biggest movie, and no one's calling it a win. It's more like a glittery reminder that her ego may be growing faster than her actual career. The internet isn't letting her off the hook. Empty seats became a meme. Users joked about starting a GoFundMe to save her career. Welcome back to reality, princess. Then came Danica Patrick, the former race car driver turned political firebrand and known Trump supporter. According to Us Weekly, she reposted a video mocking Rachel's box office disaster on March 30th, adding only 2 words. Goodbye. Short, but ice cold. The video accused Rachel of corporate feminism, saying she tries way too hard to be woke, politicizing everything she touches. Some even alleged Disney pulled her from upcoming projects like Toy Story 5 and the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. Whether that's true or not, the internet lost its mind, and Danica seemed to enjoy the chaos. Then came Megyn Kelly, adding fuel to the fire. On her show, she mocked Rachel too, suggesting her politics and condescending tone were turning audiences off. Her fanbase is smaller than her ego. It's an avalanche, TikTok mockery, celebrity clapbacks, anchors dragging her on national TV. And now, with her movie's disastrous performance, this isn't just a rough week, it's a full-blown image crisis. The numbers? Brutal. Thursday previews, $3.5 million. Opening weekend, $43 million for a film that cost $250 million plus. In comparison, The Little Mermaid opened to $95 million. Even Dumbo outearned Snow White on a smaller budget. And that's not including the $150 to $200 million spent on marketing or the $50 million in reshoots. To break even, Disney needed this movie to make at least $450 to $500 million. Instead, as of April 1st, the global total was only $142 million, according to Collider. And the second weekend drop? A staggering 66%, bringing in just $14 million. Disney now predicts a $115 million loss, but industry whispers suggest the real number could be closer to $300 million. This isn't just a flop. It's a catastrophe. Disney executives are praying for a miracle. Investors are pointing fingers. And Rachel? She once boldly said, "I hope people wait in line to see me." Well, unless we're talking about the line to drag her on social media? Nobody's waiting anymore. They've already arrived.